2 videos in one day. I'm pushing to get this back on track. What's up everybody, StevDeS here and welcome to another edition of Dragon Ball Days. I already said it in the last one, Schmidt, we need the banner. Finally time to continue a story that I didn't think would get the cult following it is on this channel. Honestly, the what if Majin Vegeta killed Boo's timeline? It's a lot less than a lot of the other what ifs, especially the one with Bardock, female Vegeta. I didn't expect it to get the following it has. But then again, it does delve to the darker parts of a beloved character's heart, so why not? What better way to explore this than by the actions of a diminutive wizard who controls the mind of the powerful in order to bestow the power onto Majin Buu, who will destroy this world! However, this timeline explores that Vegeta actually killed Buu, and in the last part, Trunks had to make a very difficult decision to go with his mom or his dad. Trunks, as per your vote, went with his father to space. Space! He did promise to come back, but it's been some time, and the beginning of Super is right around the corner, with a certain God waking up from his several-year-long nap. However, Vegeta knew about the Namekian Dragon Balls and what they can and can't do. This gave him the opportunity to upgrade them, revive Planet Vegeta, and revive the inhabitants of Planet Vegeta at the time of the planet's destruction. So then, he has become the new Emperor of Universe 7, taking over the Frieza forces with an iron grip, a steel grip. A much harder than common metal grip. We're talking about a Super Saiyan here. The Earth crew isn't really worried at this time because Yamcha was able to talk things out with Kami and get Bulma the party she deserves. Heck, even launches there. Let's not waste any more time and get right into what if Majin Vegeta killed Buu. Part 3. Let's start out with an overview of how the Vegeta forces work on Planet Vegeta. The Vegeta force is very similar to the Frieza force indeed, and when it comes down to it, the Vegeta forces don't really have a need to be different. There is a little bit more delegation, and there's far less blasters, and far less scouters, and much more healing machines. Zenkai boosts are a thing when it comes down to Saiyans. Saiyan officers are treated much better than most other alien officers, and when it comes down to it, the Saiyans are in control. Vegeta has a special sect, as it were, an elite force, kind of like Frieza's Ginyu Force, but minus the dance choreography. No Saiyan worth their pride is going to do that. And this special sect of Saiyans are allowed to master the art of Super Saiyan Grade 1 or Grade 2. The closest one to Trunks would have Grade 3 mastered. You know, the second in command. Which brings us to the commander of the unit, Trunks. You didn't think I would do nothing with him other than killing a Namekian, did you? No. We're talking Prince Trunks, King Vegeta's right-hand man and the leader of this unit. This special unit of Super Saiyans. What makes Kid Trunks more powerful than these Saiyans, I must hear you ask? He doesn't need to waste any stamina. He's fully mastered full-powered Super Saiyan and is well on the road to mastering Super Saiyan 2. He can transform, but he can't hold it for all that long. It's still a little much on his body at this point. But with Vegeta training him, it won't be long. Planet Vegeta's empire would also delegate with the Galactic Patrol a lot more than the Frieza forces did. Because, well, honestly, Vegeta doesn't want to waste the resources. Even though he knows he has them, he understands the need to hold on to what is useful. However, a certain kitty cat is on his way. Well, actually, let's go ahead and open up on that kitty cat arriving on Planet Vegeta. Oh, That's another thing. Vegeta has a dedicated gravity chamber. You think he would leave that on Earth? Hell no. With Vegeta training Trunks at 50 times planet Vegeta's normal gravity, that's 500 times Earth's normal gravity, by the way. A servant interrupts their training session and tells him in a panicked fury who just arrived. My lord, you must come quick. It's the god of destruction, Lord Beerus. He's here. He's here in the main hall. The god of destruction! He blasts a hole in the gravity chamber and immediately flies out. He needs to address Beerus immediately. Trunks has no idea why his dad is so scared. God of destruction? What? Okay, he needs to check this out. And he does with a very familiar scene. Only instead of King Vegeta, it's Vegeta who's bowing to Beerus, and Beerus has his foot on his head. Hey, what's the big idea? My dad doesn't bow to anyone! No, Trunks, stop! Suddenly those violent tendencies aren't very useful, are they? When Trunks gets backhand smacked along the floor of the main hall.
Now then, Vegeta, give me a good reason why I shouldn't destroy your planet. Lord Beerus, This isn't the planet you want. Kakarot, yes, Kakarot should be able to give you the answers you seek. He trains far differently than any of the Saiyans on this planet. Is he telling the truth, Whis? Is there another Saiyan out there?
Why, yes, Lord Beerus. This Goku fellow, his original name is Kakarot, as far as I know. But his son Gohan also has some potential. It seems one of the Kais had blessed this warrior, so perhaps this is the right direction to get your Super Saiyan God.
It's not a theory, Whis! We will go to Earth immediately. How long will it take us to get there?
I would say approximately an hour and 12 minutes, 52 seconds. Give or take a couple of milliseconds.
So long. Earth better have some good food.
Beerus and Whis leave, and that's when Trunks goes Super Saiyan 2 because he's extremely disappointed in his father, and he needs to get going, something he knows his father won't like. You're so selfish! How can you sell out Earth like that? Mom and Goten are still on that planet! You might let the planet die, but I'm not going to! That's when Vegeta, with a furious yell, turns Super Saiyan 3. Hold on! Give me a second. Because Vegeta felt the power of Super Saiyan 3 with his fight with Goku in the first part, I have a theory saying that when Trunks unlocked the power of Super Saiyan 2, he was able to hold it. This reminded him of the energy drain he sensed out of Kakarot. If he could master the energy drain, maybe this could be a useful form. And it is, because Vegeta is a smarter martial artist than Goku. He would be able to gather enough energy so that it wouldn't be a drain and he could go hours on end with more than enough energy and maintain the Super Saiyan 3 form. That doesn't mean that Vegeta has mastered it and he has absolutely no stamina loss from it, but it's near none. And he can pop in and out of the form at will. This is something I see Vegeta doing, seeing as he's been away from Earth for so long. He flashes into Super Saiyan 3 and pins Trunks against a wall. Wait. Pins Trunks in a wall. That's better.
You will listen to me and you will listen well. Beerus is coming to destroy the planet. I could not care about what happens to Earth, but my duty is to my people. The Earth weaklings can handle themselves. Kakarot must be there, especially if Beerus has woken up. Your orders are to get your unit, to get my people off this planet. We will evacuate and spread out. Then when Beerus comes to destroy this planet, we will all be alive, and we can use the Dragon Balls to bring our home back from the brink of destruction once again. You have your orders, Trunks. Ah! Get it done!
Trunks is disappointed at this, but he does understand this is a good plan. He just hopes that the Earth crew can indeed pull this off. However, this action does leave Vegeta wary, but proud of his son for standing up pridefully against him. Just as the party begins, 2 Saiyan pods land on Earth. That's never a good sight, and Bulma hates that this is happening on her birthday of all times. But, you know, they're much weaker than even Yajirobe at this point, right? Okay, maybe not Yajirobe, that's a bad thing, but her friend, Yamcha? Once you get friend zoned, there's no getting out of it. Yamcha's got this handled. He's willing to keep the party going, while Goku and a couple of friends go and investigate. Naturally, Goten is ordered to stay next to Chi-Chi the whole time. Chi-Chi also takes care of Marin so that 18 can go with Krillin. Altogether, Krillin, 18, Tien, Piccolo, Gohan, and Goku go to investigate the Saiyan pods. If they're dangerous, they're gonna need to be dealt with quickly. Goku stands at the edge of the crater, looking down at the pod very curiously indeed. He senses power levels, but they're not very strong. Not by Dragon Ball Super standards. Tien, 18, and Krillin see a figure that almost looks like Goku coming out of the pod, while Piccolo, Goku, and Gohan watch the other pod open, and it looks like a young female Saiyan. But all the Saiyans were supposed to be dead, right? That is when the female Saiyan looks up, sees that hairstyle, and recognizes her son immediately, with a frantic motherly yell of Goku's Saiyan name, Kakarot! She flies at him at as high of a speed as Guinea can manage, and while Goku takes a battle stance, he wasn't prepared for the loving hug. Okay, hugs are nice. Bardock soon comes out and introduces himself, as, you know, introductions all around. Goku finally gets to meet his parents. Now, why would Guinea and Bardock go to Earth? Why wouldn't they? As far as they knew, these last years were spent in Otherworld, and now they're alive again, and so many years have gone by, and now they're back to normal, and the planet's here, and everybody's alive. They need to go get their son! And so they end up joining the party peacefully. And Guinea and Bardock get to meet their grandchildren, and get to meet their grandson's wife, and get to know that half-breeds is happening. Quite frankly, a lot of future shock is happening. Bardock can kind of handle it, but Guinea is absolutely exasperated about it. But, lucky for her, she has Bulma, she has Chi-Chi. She can relate to these 2 women who have Saiyan husbands, or had Saiyan husbands in Bulma's side. When it comes down to craziness, the ladies can have their gal pal time. In fact, 18 kinda joins in too. Then comes the time where Beerus arrives, and it goes similarly to the Battle of Gods movie. The main difference here is that Beerus starts losing his temper at Goku with how uncouth he's acting, because there's one key factor here. King Kai's not around. Yeah, so Goku has no idea who he is, nobody else has any idea who he is, Vegeta isn't there to tell him this is the god of destruction, you have to be very polite. Goku's the one that makes Beerus angry, but Beerus doesn't go all out. Luckily, the day is saved by Whis. Now, as far as the movie structure is concerned, this would tease people a bit, but when it comes down to the fighting, we'll get there. Trust me. With enough food eaten and Goku sensing his power level and wanting a challenge, he wants to help this guy and maybe get a bit of sparring in. So he has an ulterior motive to think of a plan, and of course he does. Shenron. That goes about the same. With the 5 Saiyans gathered, Gohan, Goten, Goku, Bardock, and Guinea, they try the ritual. I did asks several people on Discords, their names right here, thank you Schmidt, that did it have to be Super Saiyans or did it just have to be Saiyans of pure heart? And they all pretty much agree. Several different Discords were asked about this, and thanks to those fans, it's fair to assume that Bardock and Guinea are suitable replacements for Vegeta and Trunks. However, they still make the math error. Whis points out that the total number of Saiyans they need is 6, and instead of Videl revealing Pan, well, Goku can fix. Yeah, he instant transmissions aboard a ship that Trunks and Vegeta are on. Keep in mind, Trunks is used to staying in Super Saiyan form infinitely. Like, this is his regular form now. He kinda got used to it. Vegeta does the same thing, similarly with Super Saiyan 2. Again, energy control seems to be a regular regimen of Vegeta's training. On the ship, Goku appears and shocks the heck out of the prince. Goku is amazed to see how many Super Saiyans are on this ship because the elite group has been taught. Whoa, that's a lot of Super Saiyans. Intruder! Several troops throw themselves at Goku, but he handles them pretty well, not wanting to hurt him too much, just kind of throwing him back and throwing him around. Vegeta calls them off and demands to know why Kakarot's here. Well, we need another Saiyan to join us in order to summon the Super Saiyan God for Lord Beerus. So, what do you say? You in?
Forget it. We have our plan.
Dad, if Earth dies, then we can't use their Dragon Balls to bring our planet back.
Did you forget what we did on Namek, boy? It's not a problem. We can order the Namekians to remake their Dragon Balls.
What, just to kill Porunga again?
What? Not this time, but my post will stay. We don't need any unauthorized wishing.
Goku is shocked. This is a move he hadn't thought of since King Piccolo did it with Shenron. But that shock is interrupted when Vegeta turns his back and walks back into the crowd, ignoring the rest of this situation. This, however, prompts Trunks to silently tug on Goku's pants and hold his hand out, because if they need one more Saiyan, Trunks is not going to let his mother die. Goku takes Trunks' hand and nods at the young Saiyan. Dad?
What do you want,
I'll be right back. Goku then instant transmissions with Trunks, and it takes the elite squadron to calm Vegeta down so he doesn't blow the ship up in space. After returning to Earth, Trunks and Bulma finally get their moment. She gets to see her son again, and he's unsure how to really be emotional. He just kinda hugs her awkwardly. He's been through a lot under Vegeta, but now that there's enough Saiyans, the Super Saiyan God ritual can go off just as planned. Excuse me, Miss Bulma, but I'm afraid Lord Beerus has been waiting an awful long time. Might we get to the Super Saiyan God ritual now? Yeah, let's bring Trunks in! The Battle of Gods goes as it does in canon, with Beerus sparing Earth. At the end of the movie, the credits roll, and there is an after-credit scene where Whis is doing Goku a favor in order to train with him some more and perfect this new Super Saiyan God form. Before he can go to Whis' and enjoy a bit of training, he has to take Trunks home. He senses Vegeta's energy. Trunks got to say goodbye to his mom and promised to come back again, and then Trunks is dropped off just outside the palace. Trunks walks in, stands before the throne, and bows before his father.
So then, Super Saiyan God, huh?
Yes, Father. They sang like a bird.
You've done well, my boy. You've done very well.
And that is where this timeline closes, as I have not seen Dragon Ball Super yet. But I have seen Resurrection F. Maybe this might come back sooner than expected. But what do you all think? Do you think Vegeta's plan to become a Super Saiyan God will pan out like it should? Or do you think his heart's way too corrupt? Leave your comment below. For more what-ifs in the realm of video gaming and Dragon Ball alike, such as if Bardock went to Earth far earlier than this scenario, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.